Hey, Tuesdays with Toni, and tonight's going to be a little different because I am recording it because it's a little bit more of a personal testimony, I think, would be probably what I want to say, and just a little bit of history about me and where I'm at in the journey. It's so funny because for so long except for a few close friends and family, I'm not one to really speak about me. I'm not one to like attention. I'm not one to really want to be a focal point of anything. So the very fact that I'm doing these Tuesdays with Toni is absolutely something I believe that God has called me to do. And I primarily believe that He's called me to do it, not just because He's helping me to kind of video journal this journey that I've been on. Through grieving and the loss of my husband, but also to teach me and show me more about myself in terms of who I am in my relationship with him and with other people. And so this has been really a journey of spiritual healing, physical healing, and in some ways some mental healing too. And the beautiful part of all of that is that the journey continues. And so I've been kind of purposeful in my spiritual walk with God, really specifically over the last several years, but really becoming more intimate with Him in designated prayer time and designated reading and journaling time and designated really seeking His will for my life and what does He want me to do and how does He want me to go about, because primarily the mission for me is is about sharing my faith with you about who Christ is and what He's done for me over these many years. So I'm not going to start at the very beginning because that would take way too long because I'm kind of old and we don't really want to start there yet, although that time will be coming. But I do want to start with, let's say, February of 2017 when I lost my husband. I never thought I was going to be a widow at 57. It just I didn't think, I just didn't think it was going to happen. And certainly not when we got married. I didn't think I was only going to have 14 more years with my love. And yet it did. He got diagnosed with a life-taking disease. And so my journey really started to begin with that diagnosis in 2009. So it's been almost 10 years. Wow, it has been almost 10 years. So what happened with that diagnosis is I wanted to find out what can we do nutritionally wise, health wise, how can we help him, because it really was a death sentence and I wasn't having it. I love that. I ain't doing it. It was like, I'm not doing this. Like, we got to find something that will help facilitate healing, getting his body stronger so it can delay, at the very least, delay the disease, if not heal him, for a while or something. So I began a journey of what things would be helpful. That journey led me through a lot of things, which were incredible ideas. But what I did learn is that I can't make somebody do something that isn't their lifestyle. That's not their choice. It's not their thing. And so some things Bill and I were able to incorporate together in our health choices, and some things he preferred to do different ways. And that is part of the journey. That's part of what I learned. That's part of what I realized I don't have control over. And he did what was right for him, and I would never begrudge him that. Although there were some times where I would first bring up an idea that I really believed would be beneficial for his body, and he didn't want to do it. And I'd be like, really kind of mad, like, why not? Because this could really work. And it's his choice. I don't know if it would have worked or not. It doesn't even matter because it's still his choice. It's his body. And so I know that going forward with anything that I do, that everybody has their own choices. Everybody can make their own decisions on what they want to do. But what I learned through that season is that there were some things that I really believed were powerful. And when I needed them, needed these ideas and this information, this research that I had gotten, when I wanted to potentially incorporate them into my life, then I had that choice to do it. And that's what I did. After Bill passed away, I was in second heaviest I'd ever been in all of my in all of my life, actually. And I could barely move. I could, barely move because of the pain. There was so much pain, and there had been pain for many years, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And so, what I had determined to do was to incorporate some of the things that I had learned through research for Bill. And I thought, well, that's not just good for him, it's good for everybody. It could work for me. Let's give it a try. I listened to my body, and so I could tell that there was a lot of things that were not working correctly, like my endocrine system. I can hardly ever say that word, but it's an important system. And my muscular system. And I had lost 2 inches in my height. So obviously my structural system, the bones and the back and all those things were not working the way that they had been. And I had been pretty sedentary. Not good with that word either. Sometimes I make up my own words, but basically, whatever the word is that means I didn't move a whole lot, that would be that word. Part of it was because it hurt to move, and part of it was because I was by a sick bed a lot, and my husband couldn't go, and I was with him. So, I know now how I feel now. I would have done that differently because I would have been exercising by the bedside. So, I do know that now. Didn't really know that then, but I'm not hurting the way I was then either. So lots of things go into play, a lot of reasons, a lot of things, a lot of maybe even some excuses, just to be for reals and transparent. I probably had a lot of excuses too. Um, uh, Part of me was in denial, not only about the state of my health, but also the state of my husband's health, because I really could not believe that he was dying, and he was, and he did. So, taking the knowledge that I had learned and thinking, okay, I'm going to put some of this into practice, because really you've got to make the health decisions on your own. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you sick enough of being sick and tired? Are you tired of hurting? Are you tired of trying something for a little bit and having it not work, so you just give up? Um, I was at all of those. I had done all of those. I had tried different diets, the Trim and Healthy Mamas. Just great program. It's worked for a lot of people. Didn't work for me. It made me worse, actually. And what I learned then, and started researching even further after Bill passed away, was inflammation on the body. And it's my heart's cry, guys. It's my heart's call to share with you healing aspects that are pretty easy to do. It's pretty simple, I should say. I'm going to quote from somebody I learn a lot from. It is simple, but it's not easy, because you have to be disciplined and you have to really put money into your health. And this is the way I looked at it. I'm either going to put money into my health now in getting healthier, taking care of this physical, spiritual, mental body, getting it into the best shape possible. And actually, I'm still working on that. It is a work in progress. I've got a lot to do, because it's daily. It's daily. It's minute by minute, choice by choice. But really taking responsibility for it. What am I going to do? And so, what I learned is inflammation is huge in the body, and it's a root of a lot of bad things. And because I need to stay pretty compliant with what I'm going to share with you, I can't say a lot of stuff other than what I'm doing with Young Living and my diet choices is absolutely 100% a turnaround from a year ago at this time. I'm 34 pounds lighter. I move. I exercise, I walk, I can kneel down and get back up. I can get on and off the toilet without pain. And I'm telling you what, if you've ever sat on a toilet and had to use some back muscles, not back muscles, but back muscles to get up off of there, I know I probably shouldn't even say toilet. Sorry, guys, but it's true. I had a hard time getting up because I was in so much pain. It's like, I don't want to live my life that way. I'm only 57. What in the world? I've got a lot of years left and I want to make the most of it. I've got a lot of grandbabies and children and grandbabies that I want to keep up with, and nieces and nephews, and hopefully great grandbabies pretty soon, and all that kind of stuff. And I want to be fit. I want to be active. I want to be healthy. I want to be structurally sound. I want to get strong, 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 guys. I don't want help off the toilet until I'm 90 or something, maybe then. And uh, so I made some decisions, and doing that decision-making process, I knew that really gut health is key to nutrition and key to the inflammation and key to health and keeping horrible things at bay and like things I can't mention, but like keep building up your systems in your body so you don't have to take other medications. So what I did is I started taking good gut health, and I was with a company, a direct marketing company that had really excellent products, and I loved them. They helped me a lot. I lost 10 pounds. Wasn't terribly strict on my dieting during that time. Not dieting because I have typically been low carb, but I wasn't full carb, low carb. Some people call it keto. I wasn't fully keto or anything like that either. So it was just more of a low carb, bulletproof coffee or butter coffee if you prefer, and totally helped my mind be able to comprehend things and do things that I couldn't have done before. Totally amazing progress has come along. So what it boiled down to then at that point is I had a little bit of some health scares at the end of the year in October and then again in December. And at that time, actually in October, when I was having the muscular pain in my back again, excruciating pain where you just really kind of want to cry a lot because you either take the medication or you don't move. It just seemed like there had to be more than I could do. And so I did. I prayed about it, and I remembered the oils that I had researched previously and tried a little bit on myself. And I determined at that time that I was going to make the decision to go ahead and re-sign up as a Young Living distributor and get these oils at cost because, again, I can put money into my health or I could pay somebody else too. I've been to a nutritionalist or naturopath, and you have to pay a lot of money. They're great. I think they get great information, and they have products you can buy from them, or I could just really kind of figure out what I needed on my own because I'm kind of a smart cookie when it comes to that. I'll look things up, and there's a lot of resources for us out there on the internet. So I did that, and I decided to do the Young Living and kind of put it on hold for a while because of my health issues and kind of figuring out what was going on with that, and everything turned out well. And I was very, very grateful for the reprieve, the opportunity to really go full-fledged at the beginning of the year and try everything that I have learned to make the spasms in my muscular system go away and help with the inflammation. And again, from January to now, 6 months, almost 6 months, I have a combined total of 34 pounds, and 24 of that being since January of this year. So it's a slow process sometimes. Like, I would prefer to get it off quickly. I used to do that when I was younger, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't healthy. And I'll tell you what as well is, like, this is not a fad diet. It's not a fad lifestyle. It's not a quick thing. It is steady progress and health and nutrition. And what you put into your body, you get back out of it. And that's what's so important. So, I wanted to share that because I'm passionate about that. A lot of my loved ones have issues that I know these oils and the supplements that I take through Young Living and the lifestyle choices of food and the better coffee, amazing MCT oil, good fats are essential to good health. Good fats are essential to good health. Don't count calories. Uh, don't count things other than I do kind of keep a tab on carbs, but even that I'm not horribly strict on. Eat good food and good fats, and you're going to do well because you don't overeat. I don't have much of an appetite a lot of the time, so I actually have to make myself eat more food in order to lose weight. How cool is that? And I get things like, steak and eggs and things like that. So listen, guys, this is the deal. I am passionate about it because I do love people, and I want to share what I've learned, and I want to share what you can learn and what you can do, um, because life is kind of short here. And if you feel crappy, I know it's not a good term, but if you just don't feel good most of the time, like, what's the point? There's just been times that I've hurt so bad that I wasn't really suicidal. I'm not going to say that, but you kind of are like, what's in it for me? Like, why would I want to continue to live this way? Why would I want to continue to be so much in pain and continuing these choices that are actually causing my pain when I really can make better choices and get over it? So when I first felt the Lord sharing it with me, that this is kind of where He wanted me to go and what He wanted me to do, and I know this is kind of getting longer than what I anticipated, but and you don't have to watch it. That's the beauty of it. You can click off anytime. When I was asking Him, and I felt like, okay, not only do I want to do this for me, but I want to do Young Living as a business. I'm like, how is that going to work? Like, I'm not a salesperson. And the Lord just showed me it's not about it's not about sales. It's not about that. It's about caring about people. It's about sharing my life. It's about sharing my walk. It's about sharing what worked, and about just being that example. And I thought at the time, I didn't think I was going to get emotional. But at the time, I thought I didn't see the vision of it because I hadn't lost any weight yet. I hadn't, and I was still taking medications, and I was still in a lot of pain. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how it's going to work, but I have faith, and I'm going to do what you're leading me to do, and I'm going to do it. And here I am 6 months later, and I'm still doing it, and I'm reaping the benefits of it. So I'm sharing this with you because I want to share more with you. I'm going to have a website up soon. I'm going to really be promoting my products. I'm going to be promoting my business. I'm going to be promoting my encouragement. I want to be a part of your life. I want to help you any way I can, to support you any way I can, to help you be a better you. And if you're not a Christian, it's okay. It doesn't matter about that. You still want to be the best you ever, right? It's like, and don't even worry. I won't even, I'm not going to like shove any religion or anything down your throat. That's not how I work. Um, it's not my job to do that. It actually is not at all my job to do that. My job is to love well, to share with you what I know, and to help you in any way that I can. And to that, I'm going to do that. To that end, I'm going to do that. So You guys, Tuesdays with Toni, it's closing in on 20 minutes, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit of my life and my passion. I will still continue to look towards bookkeeping as a backup plan or a backup business, but it's not what I love, guys. It's not what I love. I love, love, love sharing how these oils work on your body, on my body. I've seen them work on other people's body, but I can tell you it works on my body in an amazing way that I never far better than anything that I could have imagined and thought. And I would be remiss if I didn't share that with you. And so, to that end, I'm going to say Tuesdays with Toni. Be blessed and be encouraged, and look to be hearing more from me in this particular manner, because I'm out to share what I know and to share what I continue to learn, because learning is a continuous thing. I'm learning more all the time. And I just thank you so much for the opportunity to share that. I don't know. I just could get all mushy and all that jazz, but I won't do that. So contact me on Facebook. I've got group. I've got the HealthyAndWise.Live YouTube, HealthyAndWise.Live Facebook page, and I'll just be sharing more and more all the time. Look to be seeing me around, and let me know how I can bless you. God bless you. Have a great day. Until next week. Bye-bye.